Hi, it's Jessica from Breathe Well Physio. Today we're going to talk about wearing masks. So there's been an increase in requests to wear masks when we're in public spaces where we cannot be socially distant. There's some evidence that it's showing it's helping reduce the spread of COVID. And I get a lot of feedback about people saying that they can't wear masks or that that's unhealthy for you or that you get a buildup of carbon dioxide. So today we're going to talk about that latter point, the buildup of carbon dioxide, and I'm going to demonstrate for you that actually this does not happen with our either our cloth masks or our surgical type masks. N95 masks are different and they do come with some problems, but most of us out there are not wearing an N95 mask to go get the groceries. So what's going to happen is I'm going to, I have the ability to record carbon dioxide levels in my body, okay? So I'm gonna share with you my screen now so that you can see what's going on here. So give me a moment. What this does is it measures the amount of carbon dioxide coming out of my as I breathe out, because it's going to be approximately the same as the amount of carbon dioxide in my blood. So as this screen, as I'm sharing this screen, you're seeing these waveforms, and as I'm talking, it's going to be very unusual, but I'm going to stop talking soon. And what you're going to see is that as I breathe out, the carbon dioxide level increases because I'm breathing it out, so it's monitoring it. And as I breathe in, it goes back down to zero because I'm breathing in clean air. Not clean air, but I'm breathing in air with very little carbon dioxide in it. So it's going to go up and down like this. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment so that you can see what normal is. The line that you see going across the screen is about our kind of bottom end of normal for the amount of carbon dioxide that we would have in our bloodstream at any given time, because we don't ever zero it. So what you're seeing on the screen there is that I'm breathing at about 7, 8, 9 breaths per minute. As I'm breathing out, the carbon dioxide levels are between 42, 43 millimeters of mercury, which is within our normal limits. Normally we're going to be between 35 and 45 kind of millimeters of mercury is what this is measured in. Now, if I put my mask on, if I'm going to have an increase in carbon dioxide, we should see that number go way up. So it should go beyond 45 up towards 50, where we would then be suffering from carbon dioxide, too much carbon dioxide. So I'm going to put my mask on. Got it fitted around my nose, under my chin, and I'm going to go back to normal breathing. Now you'll notice, it's only been a minute or so, but nothing's really changed. I'm still breathing about 8 breaths a minute. The end-tidal carbon dioxide, which is what the EtCO2 at the top is, stays around the same as what it was before. So there's no trapping of carbon dioxide. Now, what happens if I'm a little bit anxious about wearing a mask, or I really feel that I can't breathe? Is that what I'm probably going to do is breathe harder. So a mask will increase the work of breathing just a little bit. Again, it doesn't block out oxygen. It doesn't trap carbon dioxide, but it does make the work of breathing a little bit harder. We can also feel our breath coming back on our face. There's a little bit of moisture. The longer you wear a mask, the more moisture develops in it, and then that moisture can then create a more of a barrier and make it difficult to breathe. So yes, wearing a mask for hours at a time, you do have to change it, okay? But what happens if I feel a little bit uncomfortable is I might start to do this with my breathing. Now, I don't like to do that for very long because it makes me lightheaded very fast. And the reason for that is I'm actually hyperventilating. So we can see actually that the carbon dioxide is going down on that graph. I'm now below that line. And what that's telling me is that my increased effort on breathing, that breathing quicker, breathing with more effort, trying to fight against the mask makes my breathing feel worse, makes me have less carbon dioxide. When I have less carbon dioxide, I actually have less oxygen available to my tissues. So I'm going to feel lightheaded and I'm going to feel out of breath. Okay, I've tried this as well. Let me fix a few things here with a cloth mask, and this cloth mask actually is an N95 mask built for like protecting against smog and forest fire smoke. So it's actually quite a bit tighter. You can see that it fits closer, and it has even less or even more breathing resistance. And the same thing happened when I wore this in terms of there's no change in carbon dioxide. So you can see wearing a mask isn't going to affect my oxygen. It isn't going to affect my carbon dioxide. I'm still breathing just fine. If I fight my mask and breathe hard against it, I'm not going to feel fine. So the next video that I'll post up here is going to be on tips of how to breathe with a mask and how to get used to a mask. If you don't like it and you're claustrophobic and you're anxious about it, it doesn't mean you can't wear a mask. It just means that you need to learn to wear a mask. Now, for those with very severe lung disease, masks will not be okay for them because that increased resistance is too much. They're already anxious about their breathing. The rest of us wear masks so that they are protected. Thanks for tuning in, and again, tune into the next video about tips for wearing your mask and how to get used to it. Take care. Bye-bye.